1 year ago, I decided to trade in my Amex Gold card for this baby, the Amex Platinum, the big kahuna of luxury travel cards. And in doing that, I went from a $250 annual fee to paying $695 a year just for the privilege of having this card. So in today's video, I'm going to break down the math of all the cash perks I received, and we'll see if that $695 fee was actually worth it. But before we get into it, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 500 subscribers. We just have 120 to go. Thanks. Okay, before we get into it, I feel like I have to say, this is not financial advice. And if you are not a credit card person, just don't watch this video. This is a reminder that points on a credit card are a perk, okay? Perks are perks. If you are using a credit card and carrying over a balance and accruing interest, you're likely paying more in interest than you are receiving in the value of the points, and that math doesn't math. So if you are not someone who pays off their credit card balance every month in cash, this maybe is not for you. So 2 years ago, I decided to get in on the Amex point game. And I started with the gold card because it had a much lower annual fee than the Amex Platinum. It's like $250. Also, they had a really pretty rose gold color, and I am not ashamed to admit I liked the pink color. Now, as I started to travel more, I realized that the perks and the programs that come with the Amex Platinum card were probably more in line with my current lifestyle. So I made the big decision to upgrade my card, which meant going from that $250 annual fee to $695. Now, as a frequent traveler, the Amex Platinum has all the bells and whistles that you'd want, including airport lounge access, airline credits, hotel credits, even status at Marriott Bonvoy and Hilton Honors. But remember, Amex also has that very steep annual fee of $695. So I wanted to know, after a year of having this card, was it worth it? Was the value I received in cash perks equivalent or better than the $695 that I paid? So I'm going to take you through my personal experience and let's do some maths. Now, I'm not going to be delving into the points piece of Amex Platinum. That's a whole other world. So I wanted to separate out points from the cash value perks that you receive for being a card member. So the number one perk of the Amex Platinum card, in my opinion, is the lounge access. You get access to Priority Pass, which is a lounge network system, and then you get access to the Amex Centurion lounges, which are these fabulous experiences in a limited number of airports throughout the US. So let's start with the Priority Pass membership. These lounges typically aren't nearly as nice as the Centurion lounges or as nice as some of the airline lounges, but you know, having lounge access is better than a sharp stick in the eye. So I use the Aspire Lounge in San Diego 3 times this year. Typically, I'm getting to the airport too late, kind of cutting it close, so I don't have time to use the lounge, but I did have time 3 times this year. I also used the Priority Pass Club Lounge in Seattle on my way to Iceland. Now, if I were to walk in and buy a day pass for the San Diego lounge, it's $45. For the lounge in Seattle, it's $50. So 3 visits at $45, 1 visit at $50. We start out at $185 in value. So not a bad start. I also had 2 visits to Amex Centurion lounges, one in Denver, one in Houston. Now the Centurion lounges, you can't get access unless you are a Platinum card holder, and they don't allow guests anymore unless you pay for a guest pass or you hit a $75,000 annual spend. Not there, we're not there. So it's hard to put an exact value on the Centurion lounges, but since a guest pass is $50, I'm gonna go ahead and value it at $50. So that's $100, which puts us at $285. The next perk of Amex Platinum is the credits. So basically, you spend money at one of the credit programs, and then they reimburse you on your bill. They put a credit on your bill for whatever you spent, with limitations. So first off, you get $200 a year in ancillary purchases for your chosen airline. So you have to go in, choose one of their airline partners. I use United, so United was mine. And then they will reimburse you for things like Wi-Fi or in-flight food purchases or bag purchases, and they reimburse up to $200 a year. This program, you just have to make sure that you do either call them or go on the website and select your airline. So in flying United the most this year, I ended up receiving $89 in credits. The next credit you can receive is the digital entertainment credit. Now that gives you up to $240 a year for things like Disney Plus, Hulu, New York Times, Wall Street Journal. What am I missing? Oh, ESPN Plus, Peacock, and SiriusXM. I had to look at that. So this one's a little bit more limited in that you can only be reimbursed $20 a month, but then it's up to $240 a year. I used $193 of this credit in 2023. We're up to $567 already, so we're close to that $695. The next credit, and probably my favorite, is $200 towards any prepaid booking through Amex's travel website at a Fine Resorts and Hotels collection or the Hotel Collection program. So you book a prepaid stay at one of these properties, and then Amex gives you $200 off your bill there, which is awesome. Okay, so we've already passed our $695. And we're not done. Amex gives you a $189 credit to purchase Clear, which is that TSA program, the expediting program that makes you feel like a total D-bag for walking past everybody waiting patiently in line. But it has saved my buns this year several times. So I got a Clear membership, Amex reimbursed me on my bill, and I got $189 added to my total. Now, something that's not exactly a credit, it's like a pseudo credit, Amex gives you Uber Cash. So when you link your Amex card to your Uber account, they automatically put cash into your Uber account for you every month. With Amex Platinum, it's $15, and then in December, they give you a bonus $20. You can use it on Uber rides, you can use it on Uber Eats. I spent that extra $20 on some burger lunch delivery that was delicious. But it's a total of $200 a year. Now, there are other credits that I did not take advantage of, including $100 at Saks Fifth Avenue. There's a $300 Equinox or SoulCycle at Home credit. There's $100 if you have to renew your global entry. You can get that every 4 years. And then there's a $12.95 for a Walmart Plus subscription, which I just don't need. But that's potentially another $665 in credits that I'm not taking advantage of. Okay, so outside of the cash value credits, there are specific offers that you can enroll in through the Amex app. These change frequently, but typically they have to do with a certain retailer. You spend a certain amount at a certain retailer, and you either get a cashback credit on your bill or you get some sort of bonus points. Like, for example, I took advantage of the Lululemon sale at the new year, spent $100, and I got 1,000 points as a bonus through Amex. But again, I'm not doing points on this video, so I'm going to talk about just cashback credits where I spent money at a retailer and then I received some sort of cashback on my bill. Personally, I saved $173.75 through this program. And the last cash value that I can really calculate that I received last year was booking through Amex's Fine Resorts and Hotels collection. When you book one of these properties through the Amex travel platform, you use your Platinum card, you receive a whole host of perks and benefits. So that includes free breakfast for two and a $100 experience credit, along with late checkout and a room upgrade if it's available. So I can roughly calculate the free breakfast and obviously the $100 experience credit. I stayed at 3 of these properties. Safely, I can put that at $860. So all of this totaled up puts me at $2,117.75 for a $695 fee. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. And I'm not including some of the other perks you get with Amex Platinum, like travel insurance, the Marriott Gold Bonvoy status, Hilton Honors status. There's cell phone protection, there's rental car insurance. I'm sure I'm missing some other ones that I haven't taken advantage of. Now, of course, I want to caveat that you have to spend money to get these credits, right? So it's not like it's free. It's not free. You're spending money in order to get money back. Please don't think of this as like an investment or a way to really save money because you're spending money, so much money. But if you're someone like me who travels a lot, the Amex Platinum provides a whole host of perks that just make it a lot more fun to travel. So is the Amex Platinum card worth $695? For me, heck yes. If you're interested in checking out the Amex Platinum card, I'm going to put an affiliate link in the description. If you sign up, you hit the minimum spend in the time frame, you get some points, I get some points. We can have a point party. Oh, and one last thing. Remember how I said that I signed up for the Amex Gold because I really liked the pink color? Look at how cute the art card is. They made them adorable. I'm such a sucker. Until next time, go create a life you love. Bye, guys.